January 5th, 2013, and Rick Miracle Video in the Sky, and the other beautiful views here in Asheville, North Carolina. There's an old church, but behind the church and beside the church and the other buildings is some crazy sky spraying going on. Look at it. Look at how that one terminates. So the jet came along and what? Turned off its nozzle or turned it on. And no question about the sky spraying there. You can see right down there the big straight line on that one and how the spray spreads out above. Here's the Civic Center in Asheville. Spray lines way down there between the buildings. Asheville, North Carolina, beautiful place. I love it here. But I can't say that much for the sky spraying. I just don't know how this can be good for us. And yesterday, by the way, I videoed the sky a couple times and there was not a line to be seen. So the million-dollar question, as usual, is what are they spraying on us and why? And of course my theory is that I don't think it can be good for us. I mean, what could they possibly be putting in the air that gets in our water, our food, and our bodies? I just don't get it. It's an ominous thing. And you think the people would be outraged, demand to know why. But everybody just stays passive and doesn't ask any questions and just lets it go. Except, of course, me, Rick Miracle, reporting video in the sky so that you can see what I can see. And some of the beautiful structures in Asheville, North Carolina. In the year 2013, January 5th, about 10:30 in the morning. Let's see how this day goes and see if I do another video later. But the video posted just before this one or two, will show yesterday, the 4th, and no spraying at all. Now that should speak volumes. When they're spraying, they are. When they're not, they're not. Because it's cold out today. So it's not the weather, because it's sprayed like this in Orlando where it has lots of humidity and it's hot. Have a great day. February 1st, 2013. About 4 o'clock in the afternoon on this fine Friday. And I'm on my way to a business appointment, and I see some strange patterns in the sky that I think you can see. See the ripples, the lines? That, my friends, is caused by, in my opinion, electromagnetic radiation. Like when you put some metal filings on a piece of, like a plastic table, and underneath you run around with a magnet. The metal filings follow the magnet. Now, if you put a radio transmitter under the plastic table with a certain frequencies, it will do this effect. So whatever they're spraying in the sky apparently has heavy metals in it. And whether they're using the HAARP system, H-A-A-R-P, or another microwave radio frequency transmitter. That's what's happening with this stuff. in the sky. Here's my truck door. And you can see the ripples very clearly. Here in Orlando, Florida, at the market at Southside, go look at the behind this sign. This kind of transmission of frequencies, radio frequencies, can't be good for humans. In my opinion, yet again, I have opinions. You have opinions. What do you think? It's pretty obvious. Look at it. It just makes you wonder what the heck they're doing. You know, I think they're controlling the weather somehow, but this might be a little bit more insidious. At the market at Southside in Orlando, Rick Miracle reporting. You decide. February 27th, 2013. Rick Miracle at his condominium complex. Video in this sky, so you can see what I can see. About 6:30. And we both can see, and all can see. Oops. I see ripples. I don't know if you can see it, but there's little ripples. Like somebody put a cheese grater in the spray stuff. Oh, there's a plane spraying as we watch. And you notice there's it starts. It's not continuous. So he turned on the nozzle and started dumping the chemicals. And if we go around here, we should see them. There he is. That stuff coming out of that plane is what that is. And all of that, and that, and all of that starts out like that. Now, as I keep reporting and saying, I don't think this is good for us humans, or animals, or plants, or water, or fish, or anything. What do you think? Rick Miracle reporting. Stop the sky spraying and stop HARP. HARP. We don't need electromagnetic radiation either. What are they doing to us? April 15th, 2013, tax day. And one heck of a crazy spray day. There's a guy starting it up right there. But this is one crazy spray day. There's a little short straight line, and the one above it's what it turns into after it's been there for a while. Pretty obvious. Dumping stuff in the sky. And way over there, electromagnetic waves. See the ripples? It was much more defined a little earlier, but I was busy, couldn't take the video. Spraying. Spraying us like bugs. Pretty plain to see, none of this is clouds. Here at the market at Southside, Orlando, about 12:30, East Michigan Street and Orange Avenue. There's a plane flying there with nothing coming out. Because it's a passenger plane. Only the big tanker jets with the drums of stuff on board dumping these chemicals on us spray. Another straight line right there. Crazy. Who says this? Rick Miracle. Spraying us like bugs. Problem is, we're not bugs, we're people. Shouldn't be spraying us. Here at the market at Southside, Orlando, Florida. And electromagnetic radiation for your pleasure to view. See that? Crazy. Something right out of a Halloween movie, doesn't it? Ripples, ripples, ripples. Electromagnetic radiation right there. May 28th, 2013, Rick Miracle, downtown Orlando, Florida. Video in the sky so that you could see what I could see. And the beautiful park. Downtown Orlando, the city's right here. Sky spraying. From my usual spot at the market at Southside, you couldn't see any, but I looked down the horizon towards the north and I saw this downtown 12 blocks away. So I drove here to video the sky spraying towards the north. In beautiful Florida on Tuesday about 9 o'clock. People walking their dogs, walking in the park. And sky spraying. And swans. Sky spraying. And the sun and the fountain and sky spraying. We'll see what this day brings. They weren't spraying that you could see too much at my house. There's a bird on the top of the tree. And more birds here. And sky spraying. Rick Miracle reporting. May 28th, Tuesday. About 8:30. And I notice over there the little splotches. It kind of looks like clouds here in downtown Orlando. But their clouds are falling apart like powder. So they're not clouds, they're just getting better at it to disguise powder and the sky spraying like way down there. Sun out. Anyways, I'm here at the park in downtown Orlando. And video in the sky with the powder and the spray stuff way over there towards the north. And the obvious powder dropping there. In the beautiful city of Orlando. Which, by the way, is the name of Orlando, City Beautiful. And you can see why. Now, if they would only stop sky spraying, then Rick Miracle here would be lots happier and not have to be doing these videos every day. Here's the moon on the top of that building. Video on the sky, and all the powder in the sun, so you can see what I can see. And it looks like that stuff in the sky is certainly falling. And the haze over there is a lot of powder, and a lot of powder between the buildings. All the birds. Have a wonderful day. May 28th, 2013. Getting closer and closer to June. Anyways, the small splotches of what could appear to be clouds are not, because they're falling apart. You can see it in this video. So it's a sneaky way of sky spraying, but the effect is the same. As you can see, the background there, all powder, and then you can see the sky spraying over here clearly. Downtown Orlando, Lake Eola, the park. There's the Disney Pavilion over there, where they have live entertainment. And the fountain. And sky spraying. For your breathing pleasure. Swans. All kinds of swans. And sky spraying. What a world this would be if they weren't sky spraying. Crops would be growing, weather would not be acting funky. But, Rick Miracle reporting. It is what it is. May 28th, 2013. Rick Miracle, video in the sky. In the sky spraying that you can see over towards the northeast, and then the disguise stuff here towards the south, little puffs of something that are dropping all the powder. If the video can show you this, I'll zoom in. They're falling apart. It's like it's raining powder. That's off towards Tampa, not too much. In downtown Orlando, where I just was, you can see some powder. The lines there, all in a grouping, as you can see. Do a 360. You can see where they are, where they are, where they're not. They're not. Seriously. It's not normal plane. That's off towards the Space Center. It's east, of course. There's off towards Miami. And the moon right there, Tampa, that way. I'm in Orlando. So it's not like they're spraying heavily everywhere, as you can see towards the west. Where they are, there's no mistaking it. All those lines, all that powder. Many lungs to infest, yours and mine. People have breathing problems, damaging the soil, the crops and trees, and birds and bees and water and fish. Rick Miracle reporting. I just wanted to stop the sky spraying here at the market at Southside on East Michigan Street and Orange Avenue. Video in the sky so that you can see what I see. Shouldn't be spraying us because we're not bugs, we're people. So you shouldn't be spraying us like that. Stop the sky spraying. About 9 o'clock almost. Tuesday morning, May 28th. In Orlando. Here's the flag. Let's stop them, people. May 29th, 3:30, 2013. You can see the blue between those clouds. You'll see a straight spray line. Anyways, on top of all these clouds, I can see spray stuff. I don't know how visible it is for you. I'll try to find you a good opportunity to see it. Behind these clouds especially, you can see it. That one spray line. That's a cloud in the center. That's the stuff in the center. That's a cloud. That's the stuff behind it. There's some more right there. That's a cloud. That's the powder. Between the clouds is the powder. That's the cloud. In between it's the powder. So it's visible. You don't really need to be a genius to see it. You can tell the difference in the shape. That's the powder. That's the cloud next to it. So they're spraying the powder above the clouds everywhere here. And over there I can see electromagnetic radiation, standing waves, the ripples. Here's a plane spraying clearly. Right in the blue. So they're putting all that powder on top of these nice clouds. So when they do rain, that powder is in that cloud, which gets on the ground. Got it? Rick Marrico reporting here in Orlando at the market at Southside on East Michigan Street and Orange Avenue on this Wednesday, about 3:30. Video in the sky so that you can see what I can see, including those ripples, electromagnetic radiation, and spray stuff, and clouds. We need to find out what they are spraying on us. They're spraying us like bugs. There's a couple lines right there. But we're not bugs, we're people. May 30th, 2013. Rick Marrico video in the sky here at the market at Southside. So you can see what I can see, and what we can really see is just tons and tons of sky spraying. And one interesting little splotch right there. Unless you think a cloud can form a rectangle. Perfect one almost, you know, slanted. So it's spray stuff right there. There's the evidence. You don't need it, but it's there. More spray stuff. And there is some clouds, 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 and spray lines. A nice long one. I'll pan slowly. A long line, and it's falling apart right there. And there he is over there. You can see him spraying. Anyways, that line right there will turn into that stuff right there. You know, the faint lines and the white powdery looking stuff, and that thing, that's a spray line right there. And there's many spray lines in the horizon over there. So they're spraying us like bugs again. I keep trying to tell them and tell you and tell everybody that we're not bugs and we shouldn't be sprayed like bugs. Somebody must think we are bugs, and you're a bug. Everybody's a bug. Because they're spraying everybody. And electromagnetic radiation is visible. You can see the standing waves, the ripples. Right there, and that stuff does some ripples. Right there. Ripples. Sky spray. Somebody is dumping poop in the sky. It's bad for the soil, bad for our lungs and our bodies and our cells, and the water and the food and the fish and the birds and the bees, and electromagnetic radiation. You can see the ripples and standing waves right there. Sky spraying can't be good for us. Who says that? Me, Rick Miracle. The old U.S. flag blowing in the wind. There's a plane landing right over there, which is not spraying, because it's a passenger plane right above the tree line there. But that guy was spraying. That was a tanker jet. Big drums of chemicals on board. Courtesy of, apparently, the government. Probably authorized and enforced by NATO, United Nations, and NATO, and the Pentagon. Lovely, huh? Saturday, June 8th, 2013, Rick Marco in Orlando, videoing the sky with the insidious sky spraying. Spraying, spraying, spraying. That's what it turns into. Those lines there. See them? They turn into that. See how it's falling apart? And that. So what we can deduce, if you ever heard of genetically modified food, or genetics, or eugenics, what Hitler was into, the superhuman race, and Monsanto modified foods, what we can deduce by this sky spraying is you and me and everything on this planet right now is being genetically modified. Those chemicals get in our system. So you gotta ask yourself, if people are losing their homes, and people are losing their jobs, and people are losing their fortunes, and these corporate leaders, Illuminati, Masonic, elite people, crash the stock market to rip off everybody's money, they're certainly not doing us a benevolent thing with this sky spraying. My conclusion is this is a modification of the planet. There's no other, well, whatever the intention, that certainly would be a result. You know, you throw some bleach in some water and you've changed the water into a disinfectant. You throw some rat poison in some food and you're probably going to hurt somebody. Alright, so they're throwing this stuff in the sky, which gets in our system, the plants, trees, and there's all kinds of funky things going on with crops and trees, by the way. Trees are dying everywhere, crops are failing, people are getting sick, cancer rates up. So we can conclude, and there's a lot of radio frequencies, radiation, microwave energy, electromagnetic energy up in the sky today. You can see the little ripples in the stuff being sprayed. So not only are they dumping the chemicals, they're electromagnetic radiation microwave, just like you put a hot dog in a microwave oven. So anyways, they're genetically modifying the planet and you and me. And if they're doing all these bad things to us, this can't be good for us. I don't see how. Do you? Orlando. Round around lunchtime, being sprayed like bugs. But we're humans, we're not bugs. At least I'm a human. Are you? Rick Mariko reporting here at the market at Southside, East Michigan Street, and Orange Avenue. There's one spraying right there, a big old tanker jet. So this is all super intentional. There's no, these are not passenger planes. I do have binoculars, and when the planes fly that are passenger, like that one there, there's no spraying. You can see it going into the center of this video. But this guy here is spraying. So there you have it. Passenger planes don't spray, tanker jets, what all these chemicals do. So you are being intentionally, genetically altered, modified, poisoned, altered. And I say, because of what everything else they're doing, the wars in Syria and Libya and Iraq and Africa and Western, Eastern Europe, all the bad things going on just tells me this can't be good for us. People better wake up quickly. Sunday, June 9th, 2013. Rick Mariko video in the sky so that you can see what I can see. And what we can see today is plenty of visible electromagnetic radiation. Microwaves, radio transmissions, maybe from HAARP, H-A-R-P. Big transmission system. There's several of them all over the world. Weapons. They can be. And you can see the sky spraying lines. Plenty of them. Ooh, more electromagnetic radiation. It's like putting a hot dog in a microwave. They're microwaving us. Yeah, it makes me wonder about this mind control stuff. Because the microwaves get right down to our cellular level. As you can see, the ripples everywhere. It's an unusual microwave wavy day from my observance. But there's no mistake in all the see the ripples? Everywhere. Anyway, Sunday morning, had my coffee, documenting the sky spraying and the tons of powder in the sky, clearly visible, and the electromagnetic radiation, which can't be good for humans and their cells. You know, we are bioelectric beings. 60-70% water in your body, salt water, which conducts electricity. And there's the electricity in the sky, which obviously is bathing everybody in this city. Everywhere. Unbelievable. Clear evidence today of electromagnetic radiation, which many call a weapon. Rick Mariko reporting. Crazy sky spray this Sunday morning. Sunday, June 10th. There's a plane spraying right there. You can see that it started there and he's still spraying that way. This Sunday, almost noon, those are clouds. And that stuff is spray. Spray. alarm like that for the United States about this spraying. How apropos is that? But as you can clearly see, there's that spray line we just looked at. It's already fallen apart significantly. You can see where it started. 2 of them. And as it continues, and there's some electromagnetic radiation right there. You can see the ripples. Basically, it appears to be the frequencies of like a microwave oven. You can tell by the size. Sound waves are longer, microwaves are about that size, and light waves are much shorter. That's how you can tell. More electromagnetic radiation. So they're microwaving us and spraying us on this Sunday, almost noon. Clouds, spray stuff. Clouds, spray stuff. Spray stuff. Spray stuff. Spray stuff. Spray stuff everywhere. So I guess you could say they're seeding the clouds with these chemicals. Now I don't know what you think, but I cannot see how that could be good for us whatsoever. Rick Miracle reporting. All I can say is they're harming us from my observations. This can't be good. Is it genetic modification? Is it toxins to induce cancer? What? Don't you want to know? Rick Miracle reporting at the market at Southside on East Michigan Street and Orange Avenue. We're being sprayed like bugs here in the United States. Sunday, June 9th. 2013. I was looking out my patio window and I saw this jet zooming in next to these huge lines here. And to be clear about it, let's look at it. See how it's falling apart? This guy spraying, that stuff coming out of his jet will turn out like the line right next to it. The 2 lines. Those are 2 different jet spray lines. You can tell the direction. That guy is spraying, and his spray stuff is already falling apart. You can hear him. So we're really being sprayed today. You can see between the clouds there's some spray stuff. I don't see a line between those clouds, but there's some stuff. Obviously there's some stuff. And he's smoking. Dumping chemicals in your air. Probably organized out of the United Nations, controlled by the Pentagon and the President. For numerous purposes. Weak people, elderly people, sick people will probably not live very long. And we know that the plants, trees, and crops are failing because they're genetically modifying the earth. As crazy as it seems. Believe what you will. I'm at my condominium complex here in Orlando, Florida, documenting the sky spraying so that you can see what I can see. And we're being sprayed like bugs, and electromagnetic radiation. I can see the ripples in the material over there. Anyways, Rick Miracle reporting. Sunday afternoon, 2:15. July 24th, Wednesday, 2013. Sky spraying going on in Maine. If you don't believe me, look at that. And that turns into that. I just drove from downtown Camden and you could see all the straight lines. But when I finally got home, it's a little bit more difficult to see. But I think it's pretty clear to see. These are not clouds. You can see by they're falling apart like powder, because that's what it is. And you can see here in the sky they're all straight lines. See them? What blows me away, and should blow you away, is this is just a lot of chemicals at 8 o'clock at night, a little after. It's just a lot of chemicals and powder to be dumped in the sky. And there has to be a reason. And there's a plane right there doing it for us live. Right at the center of this screen. I'll try to keep it there. That's where the powder comes from. You can see it's falling apart. And they have a unique way to do it. I call it the splotch. They don't want to have a straight line too long because people will become too curious. So they do what I call the big dump, which causes a splotch. And that causes all this craziness in the sky. My point being, that is not a cloud. That's not a cloud. None of this is a cloud. And if you haven't been paying attention to the news, UFO sightings are at an all-time high. What's that got to do with sky spraying? Oh, there's a nice straight line there for you. Right above the tree line. UFOs! I guess the news is out. The aliens have all the same characteristics as in the biblical Bible of demons. John in the New Testament, where the angel comes in and gets him out of jail, prison, and the chains fall off his arms and the guards are all asleep. You know, like a lot of UFO books written about people being abducted and people being asleep. And so there is no aliens. What there is demons. And it's all biblical prophecy. World War III is almost upon us. Anyways, the story is on, I'm going to say, is sky spraying. I'm sure it's connected to the whole enchilada, which means it can't be good for us. They're trying to do mind control is what they're doing. That's why they want to put the 666 microchip in everybody. And if you accept the mark of the beast, apparently it winds up controlling you like a zombie. And they even have a TV show going on now called The Zombies. All this stuff connects the dots. All you have to do is start paying attention. See the straight line? And all I can do is video and report what I see, and you have to decide for yourself. I've made my decision, as you can tell. And that is, we are under attack. See the straight line right there? See the splotch? Yep, we're under attack. Can't be good for us. Luckily, in the Bible it says, believe in Jesus and you'll be protected from all this horrible events, plural. that are coming. But hey, I just report, you figure it out. Rick Maricor reporting. July 27, 2013. Rick Maricor in Maine on this Saturday about 3 p.m. And I just drove up to northern Maine and back, and there wasn't any sky spraying at all. When I get back to Camden and Rockport, Rockland area, there's the lines. So there's what the powder looks like there, if you can see it. These of course are clouds, but obviously that's not a cloud. Sky spraying. And you can see how some are new and some are older, flaring out. There's some of the white powder there. It's already starting to spread out there. There's some there that's all spread out. Sky spraying, Saturday here in Maine. Pretty obvious. And they weren't doing it up in Belfast and over Augusta today when I went over to the capital of Maine. This beautiful country. They're spraying us like bugs. Obvious. 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 Can't be good for us, I keep saying. What do you think? July 27th, almost 5 o'clock. And as the previous video had shown, these were straight lines that were just being sprayed. Because when I woke up this morning, there were no lines. When I went north, that way, as you can see, there are no lines. Just pretty blue what there should be. But as I came back south to Rockport, Rockland, Camden area, there were lines 2 hours ago, about 3 o'clock. And now they're spreading out, as you can see. Looks like Halloween sprayers. My best description. Powder falling apart or spray stuff. Anyways, as you can see, there's sky spraying. And that's what happens as the straight lines float around for a while. As you get that powder. And there's a normal cloud. And other clouds. This is my truck here in Maine. So my month is almost over in Maine. I got here at the beginning of July, and I have to say, from my videos that I posted on YouTube, it's been an extraordinary month to document the spraying. Rick Maricor reporting. What the hell is going on? No spray to the north. But alas, we can't say that about the south. Can we? Seeing is believing. Rick Maricor reporting. What are they spraying us, and why are they spraying us? Some serious questions, methinks. You? What do you think? Do you think? Just asking. August 1st, Thursday, 2013. Rick Maricor here in beautiful Maine, Camden, Rockport area, halfway up the coast. And you can see the ripples here in the spraying. Electromagnetic radiation. Pretty clear to see. So not only are they sky spraying, electromagnetic radiation is going on. It's off to the east. We don't see many lines. But way off to the south, the whole horizon looks painted white. And right up above here is just one crazy looking spray mass of stuff riddled with electromagnetic radiation. The whole thing is covered with like a cheese grater went through it. Pretty obvious. Over there way to the north is completely painted, it looks like. Pretty obvious sky spraying. And again, I keep saying, this can't be good for us. Look at the electromagnetic radiation. If that doesn't spook you out, that you are being microwaved, I don't know what will. Pretty clear. Pretty clear being sprayed, and pretty clear electromagnetic radiation. This whole batch above me has lines through all of it. Different directions too, like not all, you know, one way or the other. Oh, there's some weird stuff there. It looks unbelievably strange. I don't know how well you can see it. I know you can see that really well because I can see it on the viewer here. But it's riddled with electromagnetic radiation. In all different directions too. Sky spraying. Seems kind of sinister to me. What do you think? Wow. Rick Miracle reporting. August 3rd, about 3 p.m. here in Maine. Rick Miracle video in the sky spraying, which is horrendous today. All that powder. Here in beautiful Maine. About 3 p.m. August 3rd, 2013. Beautiful Maine. Sky spraying. It's easy to see it. It's all falling apart, drifting down. Looks like clouds way over there. Sky spraying in Maine. Give it a good run. August 4th, about 9:30 in the morning, and some obvious sky spraying going on. Could be nothing else. Look at the shape of it. Falling apart, blowing in the breeze. Falling down, blowing in the breeze. Chemicals. Sprayed out of a jet, falling apart, blowing in the breeze. Like I said, no mistaking it. We're being sprayed here in Maine. Beautiful Maine. Being sprayed like bugs. No mistaking it. Looks right out of something out of hell, don't it? September 1st. Another short little video here at Lake Eola in the Sky Spring. Pretty obvious. Those ain't clouds.
What's that mama name?
Downtown Orlando. Spraying us like bugs. September 30th, Monday. Sky spraying. You can see it drifting to the right there. There's a little splotch. I call it splotches sometimes because you can tell it was a straight line and it's drifting, blowing in the wind. There's a plane flying up there. Not spraying. So not all jet engines are spraying, just the ones who are. And it looks like this stuff in the sky, you would think that's a cloud. I think it's a fake sky spray stuff because it's falling apart. So all this stuff seems to me, clouds don't usually, there's another splotch. Look like this. So tons of stuff in the sky. On this Monday, last day of September 2013 in Orlando. November 1st, Friday. I just stopped here at Walmart, the neighborhood store, the new one, and thought I'd just shoot a little more video of this crazy sky spraying. Pretty visible. You see how it all falls apart, blowing in the wind like it does here in Orlando. Spraying us like bugs, I keep saying. And I keep saying it can't be good for us. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a researcher documenting what I see. December 9th, 2013. Rick Miracle video in the sky. It's a nice squirt of sky spraying material spreading apart. These are kind of faint, but they're everywhere. Looks like the beginning of a sky spraying day. There's a line on top of that tree. There's a nice line there you can see. This looks like sky spraying material. The sky is kind of pasty white, so apparently there's a lot of this faint stuff like this. There's one spraying right now as we watch. And it just starts too, if you can see it. So it's not continuous. See, I'll go all the way back here. Nothing, 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 nothing. Where he came from. But he turned on the nozzle and he's spraying now. And it spreads apart, as you can see. And it makes the sky a pasty white, as you can see. There's another line over there. What are they putting in our sky? Rick Miracle reporting in Orlando, Florida. This one's already spreading out. Just dumped it when we started this video. There he goes. Look at the tail dumping, spreading apart. It's gonna look like that and like that. All this powder, and there's some evidence right there of electromagnetic radiation. You can see the ripples, if you can see it in this video. I'll take a still shot for evidence in case anybody says, "You can't see it, Rick." But there's ripples. Looks like somebody put a cheese slicer on those clouds. Electromagnetic radiation can't be good for our human body, our cells, the water, the fish, the food, everything. Here at the market at Southside on East Michigan Street and Orange Avenue, Orlando, Florida. December 9th, 2013. We're being sprayed and microwaved this morning.